Hello and welcome. My name is Scuf and welcome back to another Call of Duty video here on the channel. Today, we are back on the episode of Blueprint Review. This is episode number 274. And today we're taking a look here at the brand new Mesozoic Dawn bundle, which was added into the game about a week or two ago, possibly, maybe a little bit longer than that. But again, it's still a pretty new bundle overall. But before jumping into the video, I wanted to mention to you guys that we did get some news and information surrounding Black Ops 7 earlier today, and that is that the game is going to be, we're going to be getting a nationwide reveal, or worldwide reveal I should say, on August 19th at Gamescom, which is absolutely awesome. I didn't feel like making a whole video on that subject because that's literally the only information we got. We didn't really see anything related to what we're going to have in that reveal or anything. It was literally just the fact that we're going to be getting a reveal. So again, we can probably expect what we have seen in the reviews or the reveals for Call of Duty over the last couple of years, which is going to be multiplayer gameplay, campaign gameplay, and maybe some zombies details that's going to go through the whole thing, or either that or we're just going to get campaign information. But we're going to have to see. Either way, I will be covering that stuff on the channel on August 19th, so pretty exciting there that we know when we're actually going to be able to see and get hands-on with Black Ops 6 gameplay, or Black Ops 7 gameplay. But anyways, taking a look here at this blueprint, I know that I said that I was weird about the animal skins within the Call of Duty, and I still am, but this is a bundle that I wanted to use because I thought it was kind of cool. So first of all, we have the Fossilized Tyrant Mastercraft blueprint for the Model L, which you guys can see here. Then we have the Diceratops blueprint for paint, or skin for pain, the How It Ends blueprint for the SOG, the Fracture blueprint for the Cali sticks, which is pretty cool, the Skeletal Interference finishing move, the Extinction Event spray, the Ferociraptor large decal, the Ceratopsian loading screen, and finally a double weapon XP token. So this is a 3,000 COD point bundle, so very, very expensive. And let's go ahead and purchase this thing, and I will see you guys all in the inspect of the Fossilized Tyrant blueprint. Alright guys, welcome into the lobby, or the game I should say. We're taking a look here at the Fossilized Tyrant blueprint for the Model L. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the unique inspect of this weapon, and then I'll go into the class and the recoil. Awesome. Pretty cool there. Of course, it's a Mastercraft, so it's going to have a very, very unique inspect. So let's go ahead and do it a couple more times and just see if anything changes, because we have had them change a little bit in Call of Duty, but so far it looks like it's the same. Usually if you get up to about 2 or 3 and it doesn't change, then it's you can probably expect that it's probably only going to have one inspect to it. And that looks to be correct. Okay, cool. And obviously, here's what the skin looks like in game as well. So let's go ahead and take a look at the recoil and the class. So the class that they gave us here for this weapon is they gave us the Kepler Microflex, the Extended Mags 1, the Ergonomic Grip, the Infiltrator Stock, and Recoil Springs. So we can see that there's kind of some attachments that we might want to have missing. But you can also notice that here that the barrel itself is a Mastercraft attachment, which means no matter what barrel you equip, the barrel is going to stay the same. So wanted to show you guys that as well. So let's go ahead and take a look here at the recoil. Now the Model L doesn't really have a lot of recoil to begin with, so I feel like it should still be good, but let's see. Okay, so it kind of goes up straight for a little bit, and then it goes to the right, and then it goes back to the left to middle. Okay, and then here's me controlling the recoil. Yeah, as I said before, the Model L barely has any recoil as it is to begin with, so this should be a pretty good blueprint. I'm excited to use it. Again, the Model L was a video on Saturday that I mentioned to you guys that I really love to use, and I will be doing a different editing style in this video, so wanted to remind you guys of that as well. So videos should be a little bit faster, but that does mean we are going to probably be playing more than one game in this video. But anyways, hope you guys are going to enjoy it, and I'll see you guys all in the gameplay. Alright guys, really quick, here's a look at the loading screen within the game. I am a fan of these animated loading screens. They are cool. Obviously, you know, in the video on Friday, or video on Wednesday, I should say, we will talk about how I feel about the bundle itself, but right now it's just focusing on gameplay. playing kill confirmed on Babylon. And I haven't quite gotten the good ping lobbies that I usually get, which is weird, but shouldn't be a problem. You should still be able to do okay. I can usually only see some issues with, like, how fast I can get kills if my ping is above 85. So, we're still good. Ooh, that was close. I was like, do I use my stim here or do I just wait? And I decided to just wait. And I probably should have used my stim. See you later. Now again, my goal is to get a gameplay with the skin in at least one of the videos with this bundle, and so far that's looking pretty good. Wow, they're all over on this side of the map. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Ooh. Thank you, teammate. Appreciate the help. Come on. Oh, so close. But I did tell you guys yesterday that I was going to be grinding, or on Saturday, I told you guys that I was going to be grinding out Dark Spine camo this weekend, and I got almost every weapon done. I have the sniper rifles. I have 2 sniper rifles left, and 2 snipers left, and 1. 2 sniper rifles left, and the pistols, and we're done. So I got the shotguns, LMGs, marksman rifles, and melee weapons done, and the LW3 Frostline. So, making good progress. Making good progress through the Dark Matter grind. I would love to... I'll probably grind out the rest of those camos either today or tomorrow, and get my first Dark Matter weapon going later this week. See you later. What is going on with these spawns? Can we not get shot in the back, please? This Model L, I tell you, I absolutely love this weapon. It is 100% one of my favorite ARs in this game. Easy. Uh-oh.
Authorizing CUAV ECM mission. TACOM, requesting recon overhead.
Okay, man, we are sadly losing this game. "23 shots. Please don't get shot in the back. Yes, come on. And there we go, 35 and 15. That most likely will be included in the gameplay. I hope you guys did enjoy this one. Wasn't too bad. I feel like we could have maybe done a little bit better, but it's the way it goes sometimes. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed game number 1, and I will see you all in game number 2. Alright guys, welcome into game number 2. We're playing some kill confirmed on Bounty. Now you guys know, and if you don't know, one of my favorite maps in the game. I just think this map is really well designed. It's got good flow. It's pretty fast paced. And I have a good habit of doing well on it, so that definitely adds to it. Okay, so I have 14 rounds. That's enough to get a kill. Now we do actually have a Black Ops 6 event going live later this week. Called the COD Tunes event. And we also have a zombie exclusive event going on right now as well. Called, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a pretty cool event. I haven't participated in the event at all, but no. Did they buff that Maelstrom shotgun? I've seen it a lot more in my when I'm playing. Master Prestige. You have to play a long time to get to Master Prestige, so I mean, you think you would earn some confidence about. Oh my gosh, that was so lucky. Too bad we did die. That is really not great.
Deploy counter UAV. Requesting recon above.
Dang it, at least I got one.
Have eyes on.
Nice. We're pulling ahead. We've taken control.
What? How did I get that kill? I'll take it. You won't ever hear me complain about getting a kill.
Using stim shot.
To some people out there in the world, a 2KD gameplay is bad. Not to me, though. Especially in skill-based matchmaking CODs. Yes, we got both.
Daily flight time 50% on my mark. Mark.
Hostile counter UAV established above. Firing Archangel.
You know, that is one of the things that I will say about this blueprint is,
You're planning on giving up. Do it down.
unlike the Model L class that I showed you guys in my previous video, or in my Dark Spine video,
Moving with Archangel.
this blueprint just doesn't do very well.
Sorry, mate. Not this time.
Come on, let's not lose. Let's finish it. There we go, guys. 35 and 14. That is two 2KD gameplays for this video, and kind of similar 2KD gameplays as well. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy the gameplays, and I will see you guys all in the. Actually, you know what? I'll stick with you guys for the play of the game, and I'll show you what the blueprint looks like, or what the skin looks like, as far as like in game from a third-person perspective. Because since we got into the winner circle, I'll be able to show you. But there it is. But anyways, I'll see you guys all in the review of the blueprint. Alright guys, welcome into the lobby. We're taking a look here at the Fossilized Tyrant blueprint for the Model L. So let's go ahead and get into the review. So starting off here first off with we already went through the class, so we can go ahead and just talk about the aesthetic here. So aesthetic wise, obviously not an ugly blueprint. It looks pretty cool. Here, really quickly though, here's what it looks like with gold, diamond, dark spine, and dark matter. Actually looks really cool with all the mastery camos, but I am kind of curious to see how it looks in game with the camo on it. Yeah, looks pretty cool. Dark spine, of course, is the most recent camo I have, so I wanted to see what it looks like with this one, and honestly, it does not look bad at all. In fact, I would say it looks pretty cool, but again, that's not really the point exactly. I just like to do that so you guys can see if you have the mastery camos unlocked, if it's worth putting on the blueprint. But as far as the aesthetic goes, I don't hate it. I don't think it's like the most amazing Mastercraft blueprint that we've ever seen in Call of Duty, but again, it's not ugly, so I'll go ahead and give it an 8 out of 10. as far as the aesthetic goes. Next, for the practicality, is this a good blueprint? It's an okay blueprint. Again, I played 5 games today with the new editing that I'm doing, and 2 of the games that you guys are going to see are above a 2 KD, about a mid 2 KD, but the other games I had were about a high to mid 1, which kind of, there's definitely a big weakness with this blueprint, and that's its range. It doesn't really have good range. The recoil is not really an issue because the Model L already has very low recoil to begin with, but it does struggle from really, really far away, which is definitely an issue when you're trying to do well with a blueprint. That's an AR especially. I found myself getting outgunned to the aims and other Model Ls and stuff like that really easily, which is definitely not something that is a good thing when it comes to using an AR. You want to be competitive. On the bright side, though, there's very, very easy changes you can make to keep the aesthetic and also make the blueprint good. So the first and most primary thing I showed you guys in the beginning of the video was that the barrel is a Mastercraft attachment. So that means that no matter what barrel you equip, it's going to look the same no matter what you do. Now, of course, I'll probably equip a muzzle to it as well, which is going to change the aesthetic slightly, but not anything that would be super noticeable. And then I would, of course, put on a grip as well, which would, again, affect the aesthetic, but not by much because of where the grip is located. And if I show you guys it in-game, you can see that you really don't have much impact on how the blueprint looks. The only time you would see that is if you inspected it, and even then you can barely see it because, of course, with how the blueprint is designed, the attachments that we added to it really reduce how the blueprint looks. Of course, again, a grip would change the aesthetic as well, so you have to keep that in mind. But again, for me, when it comes to these blueprints, as I mentioned, and almost, I guess this is the first time I'm really mentioning it, but one of the things that I always kind of emphasize in these videos is these 3 attachments back here, you could change these all day and you're never going to affect the aesthetic of the blueprint. Because, you know, if I got rid of the ergonomic grip in the stock, I mean, the stock is a Mastercraft attachment, so you're not going to notice any changes. But of course, if I go into the game here, you're not going to be able to see it when you're actually playing. So you're just going to only be able to see it in the menus. But again, focusing on the blueprint itself as how it came out of the box, let me go ahead and get rid of those blueprint, get rid of those attachments, and put the ergonomic grip back on. There we go. Again, focusing on just the practicality of the blueprint itself. It's not amazing, but it's not bad either. I'm going to go ahead and give it a 7.5 out of 10 as far as the practicality. Because again, there's things that you can do to make it better, but in its base form, it's just okay. Again, it has issues doing really well against other assault rifles. And last but not least, is this blueprint worth using? Well, as I mentioned, it's very, very easy to make this blueprint really good. Again, putting on the normal attachments I normally would, and then throwing on the camo that I would normally use. Dark Spine, of course, I'll be using Dark Matter very, very soon. But I personally, I'd use this blueprint again. I think that the aesthetic that they did to they didn't change the ported sight so that it looks really, really bad. And also, I just think death effects are kind of fun to use. Just showing you guys the inspect real quick. Again, looks good. Looks good with mastery camos, which means that I would definitely use it. So the worth for the blueprint I will give is a 9 out of 10. Factoring everything in, this blueprint is going to be getting an 8.2 out of 10, which I think is a very fair score for a blueprint like this. Again, it's not terrible, but it's not super, super amazing either, but again, you can change it to make it really good without affecting the aesthetic really at all. So in that aspect, I would say that the blueprint definitely deserves being used if you decide to pick up this bundle. But anyway, guys, that's going to do it for another episode of Blueprint Review here on the channel. Definitely let me know what you guys' thoughts are about the new editing style. Do you like it? Do you like the old school style better? I have a feeling that you guys will probably like the original editing a little bit better than the old stuff. But anyways, if you want to check out any of my other previous episodes of Blueprint Review, they'll of course all be linked down below within the playlist in the description, as well as they will also be at the end of the video for you guys to check out as well. And I'll see you all on another episode of Blueprint Review or another Call of Duty video in general very, very soon.